So can't go nowhere without dedicated followers of fashion. What do you want? There's nothing in here. Bug off. There's only a lot of hurt and pain, dear cows. Hurt and pain. So move along. Go on. Go and eat all the lush grass. Yum yum yum. So I'll put the supers back on to be cleaned by the bees. Let's see what these are doing. What, bees, you calm down now? You still aggressive little buggers? They're making honey. So I've actually made now, I had a partition inside with a window. I've now turned it into a queen excluder, so that they can go through that, and a certain amount of frames will only be honey then. So we'll get a trailer tow bar. What a donkey. My shin. That hurt. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have a look at the cows looking like. Yeah, there's a trailer tow bar there, you fool. But they didn't tell you, did they? Silly cow. Ooh, there's a hole there. Oh my god. What's going on? Anyway, yeah, I'll put the supers on. I think we just caught a soup. We got one's moved into a hive down there. So put them on so they can clean them. They're cleaning them. And then once they cleaned them and they all come back off again. Oh, that really hurt my leg, you know. Get off my nose, bee. Don't stick me on the nose. I'll just top my day right off. Yeah, they'll clean them, and then what I need to do when I take them all off is go through all the frames. The ones with really old wax, they need to go. We need to change them. So yeah, this end hive, are they just robbing it? Or is there swarming? Or have they moved in? Oh no, they're robbing it because I put that on. I was gonna say that was quick if they were moved in there that quick. Cripes, that'd be like record quick. Quickest swarm in the west. Anyway, these should be re-queened by now nearly, so we'll check them soon. So I'm nearly done everything I needed to do down there. I have got to take the supers off that hive there, which is a oh my god, I can't remember the name of it now. It's not a Langstroth, put it that way. It's a German Zander, that's it. It's a Zander hive, a German hive, which is you can put the frames out of it in a Langstroth, but you can't put the Langstroth frames into that. You could modify the boxes. I got them cheap, so cheap is good for me. It works. But yeah, I'm just gonna look in there. I just need one of my goose feathers, which is around there, so I can, if there is any honey, you can take it off. It's essentially the hive. This hive that I'm going to check is my my kind of first ever colony in some ways. Even though, like, oh, let's turn this off. Even though the queen's been replaced, you know, they replaced herself, their own queen, bred their own queen. Technically it's my original first ever beehive, which housed my first ever colony of bees. Ding, ding, ding. So yeah, I'm just going to get a goose feather so I can flick the bees off the frames with it, brush them off. The brush, I've got a brush in there, horsehair brush. But when you use it to get the bees off the combs, they go mental because they get stuck in it like your hair. Not my hair, but if you was a girl and you had long hair and they get stuck in it, they go mental. So as soon as you start using that horsehair brush, they go mental. With a goose feather, they don't seem to. So I've stacked this supers like that to be cleaned up. The bees will clean them up, and it also lets the air through and stuff and the light in to try and hopefully slow the wax moth, because that's going to be a problem this year with all this warmth and stuff. Wax moth. Yeah, this is my first ever hive, really. It's that's one of these fake Chinese flow hives, which, you know, I started that group on Facebook about them, and it's got quite a lot of members in it now, and I still run it. See, there it is, first ever nice decorated Chinese flow hive. But the other box where the flow frames, the copy flow frames, is up the, where is it actually? It's at the house waiting to have honey extracted from it, one with the windows. And I don't use the plastic flow frames anymore. I couldn't get on with them, and it just, to me, it weren't worth, you know, it weren't worth it for me what I was looking at doing. This bee's trying to really get me. See, this veil, when you sit up like that, it goes against your nose, and they know it. And they can get you on the snob. Boy, do they try. Kind of like the wire. It's not very good. Although this bit of wire around here, I put it in myself because it didn't have it, and it has helped. Really, it wants something there to push something across there, a ribbed strip to keep that out like that, and then that'll be perfect. Something you could do yourself, you know. If you buy an expensive strip, you probably get that built in. But yeah, I need to check in here and take the honey. I don't think I've put queen in the drawer. They've been on double brood since last year, so doing well. But we'll see. If there's bees at the top, then we'll know. Peekity peekity. Oh, the queen excluder's there. So why did I put it on? I don't know. I'm seeing bees. A little bit of smoke in the top. Windy, suddenly got windy. It's nice and cool though, blowing through the suit, because I've got my shorts on now. The only trouble is, if I harvest this honey, if there is any honey, well yeah, there's a nice box full there, probably a nice box full underneath. Yeah, if I harvest this honey, I don't have a box with me to put back on them. So I'll have a little look. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look together. Come along then. Let's have a look together. Let's have a look in the beehive. To be fair, this might have swarmed because I'm bubbling at the roof. Yeah, no, these boxes are big. That's the thing. This was a fresh box, so I'd probably say the box underneath is probably full of honey. They're still building wax though. Let's put that to the side. Have another little flame look. Could be possibly they could be swarmed. Could be possible. You can't get them all, you know. Yeah, they're filling it up though. I might pop this box off. I'll just show you the next frame. You probably didn't see any of that, and you're thinking, what's this bloke on about? He's just talking. Talky. I'll show you the next frame. That's quite heavy. That's a honey frame. The next frame's fully capped. I have actually got another 2 boxes for this size up at the unit, so I could really give them a box. It's not going to sit there. They're big frames, like Langstroth frames basically. One box is probably the equivalent to 2 supers. So that's just a honey box, that one. Maybe we'll look in the next box. So right, going to the college today was really good. Really, like, it was good. They had lots of questions. They had pre-prepared questions and stuff, and I took honey that they could sample. They sampled some of the delightful honey, and they all seemed to enjoy it, which is the main thing, isn't it? Maybe some of the children, like some of the young adults, learnt something. You never know. Maybe some of them, there was a lad there that said he wouldn't mind being a beekeeper. Well, you got to lift boxes. Oh my God. It's alright, bees, I'm not shouting at you. Don't worry. Sentiment's alright. Usually a good sign. Yeah, there was one lad that said he'd like to have a go at beekeeping. So, you know, but whenever you ask someone, do they know a beekeeper? Usually, say if you've got 10 people, 20 people, one person might know a beekeeper out of that 10 people. So, and usually it's like today, a European lad, and where was it? I think it was Ukraine. He knows a beekeeper from Ukraine. So, you know, it's a dying tradition in Britain in some ways. Especially people like trying to do it commercially or anything. So there's a good chance they'll be brooding this. Be careful just in case she's up here. This is where I need my frame grabber. Grab that frame. Coming. Yeah, so there's no brood in that, but just a big slab of honey. So, but the next frame, this middle frame, I'm seeing brood, so we won't be taking either boxes today, baby. Perhaps we'll pop the queen excluder on this box and they'll just give us one box of honey. I've never really ever took much honey from this actual hive. Usually just a bit. Oh, that's stuck in there well. The bottom box wants to come with it. No. Nope. Try a different way. That broke the seal. So they started off calm, but now they're not so calm, are they? Because we're going into the brood area. Smoke calming down probably. Probably not for a second anyway. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, so that's got brood on it, so. And the next frame too, which the next frame is probably 1 day old eggs. So they might be getting a little bit flighty and stuff because I'm probably near the queen, to be honest. That's going to be the next fun and games after all the supers come off. Identifying queens, marking queens, if we mark them this year. I don't think we'll clip them this year, or maybe not mark them. Oh, yeah, stuck in there. We'll see. But then, yeah, you've got to identify who's queen right, who's queen wrong, who's not got a queen. nice and light. Yeah, I can see all window eggs in that. That's probably why they're getting flighty. The queen's probably just been up here. Anyway, we'll put the queen excluder on top of this box, and maybe we'll get a box of honey. What do you reckon, little bees? Are you going to allow us to take a box of your finest golden beautiful honey? Oh, we see them fly there. All the propolis in the hives is like tacky glue, like really tacky now with the heat. So one thing with these Zander's hives, the queen screws right down there, look at it, is you're getting 2 boxes of honey. This is technically 2 boxes of honey. Let's really weigh it. So even though you only get one, I'll only get 1 box. Essentially it'll be 2 boxes when you think of it. They are heavy. They're really heavy. Ooh. Yeah. That's it, we're done down there for the day. Another long day. Another long day with the bees. Sunset, sunsetting. I don't really use that gate anymore because I think it's a crop planted in there now. But like this field here soon is going to be massive, like battery storage field. This field's going to be batteries storage for the solar panels, and that field over there, I think that's going to be solar panels or batteries. Look at all the bees, I'm telling you, the bees are coming with me. So the sheep are going to be batteries, there'll be batteries there. So, you know, we might end up losing this apiary. Who knows what's going to happen? How would it affect the bees? What's going on? That's what the bat survey was all to do with. Because just there's the substation for the railway. And then you see the pylon where the wires go from the substation to the pylon to power the railway. Well, they want solar panels and batteries to also help power the railway. You know what they could do really, right, is just use diesel trains or even steam and coal, eh? Look, all the bees, they're all going to try robbing each other. They can all smell that smell. That's the smell they smell. Anyway, we're done. These bees are alright. You alright, bees? I think they definitely swarmed. I think that's probably the first one we catched up at the unit. So done.